never seen a more disrespected world champion.
True or false, is Aljamain Sterling the most disrespected champion on the UFC roster?
Have you ever seen a fighter so dynamic, so formidable that he earned the moniker the Human Backpack? Join me as I show you the one and only Aljamain Sterling. The Funk Master, Aljamain Sterling has successfully carved out a style for himself in the UFC, ultimately becoming one of the best bantamweights in the history of the organization. Today, we delve into the enthralling saga of Aljamain Sterling, a force to be reckoned with inside the UFC octagon. Who's Aljamain Sterling? Aljamain Sterling, born on July 31, 1989, is an American mixed martial artist in the UFC bantamweight division. Former UFC bantamweight champion, he uniquely won his title by disqualification, making history. Sterling also held the Cage Fury Fighting Championship bantamweight title. He boasts the most wins, and consecutive title defenses in UFC bantamweight history. As of August 22, 2023, he ranks number 1 in UFC bantamweight and number 11 in men's pound-for-pound rankings as of October 24, 2023. With a record of 23 wins and 4 losses, Sterling's journey in the octagon showcases his dominance and resilience, making him a prominent figure in the UFC. Aljamain Sterling, journey to UFC. Seeing his stats and achievements, you already know that Aljamain is not a joke in the ring. Aljamain Sterling began his fighting journey in 2011. He first joined the UFC in February 2014. His debut UFC fight on February 22, 2014 was against Cody Gibson, and he won with a unanimous decision after 3 rounds. This win marked the start of his success in the bantamweight division. Continuing his impressive run, Sterling faced Hugo Viana at UFC Fight Night on July 16, 2014. He won the fight in the 3rd round by striking Viana. Another significant victory came on April 18, 2015, during UFC on Fox, where Sterling submitted Takeya Mizugaki with an arm triangle in the 3rd round at 2:11. In the following years, Sterling showcased his skills at UFC Fight Night on December 10, 2015, defeating Johnny Eduardo with a guillotine choke in the 2nd round at 4:28. UFC Fight Night, Bryan Caraway versus Aljamain Sterling. Back in May 2016, Aljamain Sterling faced Bryan Caraway at UFC Fight Night. The fight lasted 3 rounds, and though both fighters displayed their skills, Caraway came out on top with a split decision victory.
Just calm down, relax, breathing here. See the back control time for Aljo, more than 2 minutes in this.
It was a close match, but the judges saw Caraway as the winner. This bout marked Sterling's introduction to the UFC.
And Dave Hagen scores it 29.
Experiencing the challenges of the octagon. While the result didn't favor him, it laid the groundwork for Sterling's journey in the world of mixed martial arts, setting the stage for future battles and victories. UFC on Fox, Aljamain Sterling versus Rafael Assunção. In January 2017, Aljamain Sterling stepped into the octagon against Rafael Assunção at UFC on Fox. This encounter went the distance, lasting 3 rounds of intense back-and-forth action. Sadly for Sterling, the judges delivered a split decision favoring Assunção. Despite Sterling's efforts, Assunção's performance swayed the judges, marking a tough loss for the determined fighter. UFC on Fox, Aljamain Sterling versus Augusto Mendes. A few months later, on April 15, 2017, Sterling faced Augusto Mendes at another UFC on Fox event. Sterling was on a mission to rebound from his previous loss. The fight unfolded over 3 rounds.
Excellent, knows what he's looking to do. Matchups like this, 325 underdog Tanquinho Mendes has had his
showcasing Sterling's resilience and determination. With a well-rounded performance, Sterling secured a unanimous decision victory over Mendes.
Not backward. Sterling going after it now. Mendes closes the distance. Big right hand for Stoods in his 3 UFC fights.
UFC Fight Night, Aljamain Sterling versus Brett Johns. On a night of UFC Fight Night on April 21, 2018, Aljamain Sterling faced Brett Johns. This fight went the distance, lasting 3 rounds. Sterling showed his determination and skill, securing a unanimous decision victory. It was a crucial moment for Sterling, rebounding from past challenges and demonstrating his ability to compete at a high level in the UFC's bantamweight division.
All 3 judges remain Buckmaster Fighting here in Atlantic City.
UFC 228, Cody Stamann versus Aljamain Sterling. The journey continued for Sterling at UFC 228 on September 8, 2018, where he faced Cody Stamann. This bout showcased Sterling's evolution, and at 3:42 of the second round, he secured a victory via a modified knee bar.
Oh, he's reaching under for the leg. He's going to get a leg backwards. Yep, he's got to sit him backwards. Wow, and Cody's leg is destroyed.
It was a testament to Sterling's developing ground game and his ability to adapt in the octagon. This win solidified Sterling's presence in the bantamweight division and hinted at the diverse skill set he brought to each fight. UFC on ESPN, Aljamain Sterling versus Jimmy Rivera. In his latest bout at UFC on ESPN on February 17, 2019, Aljamain Sterling faced Jimmy Rivera. The fight went 3 rounds and Sterling secured a unanimous decision victory. It was a well-rounded performance where Sterling showcased his skills in both striking and grappling. His ability to control the pace and dictate the exchanges earned him the judges' unanimous nod.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, by unanimous decision, Aljamain.
UFC 250, Aljamain Sterling versus Corey Sandhagen. On a pivotal night at UFC 250, Aljamain Sterling showcased his grappling mastery against Corey Sandhagen, quickly living up to his self-proclaimed moniker, the Human Backpack. Sterling efficiently took Sandhagen to the canvas. Once there, he swiftly secured his opponent's back and executed a rear-naked choke, compelling Sandhagen to tap. This impressive submission victory not only highlighted Sterling's grappling prowess, but also catapulted him into the spotlight.
He's going to tap.
Aljamain Sterling with a monumental win tonight!
He went out.
Setting the stage for a shot at the title. The date was June 6th, 2020, and Sterling's performance left an indelible mark on the bantamweight division. UFC 280, Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Fast forward to UFC 280 in Abu Dhabi on October 22, 2022, and Sterling faced a significant test in former 2-time champion TJ Dillashaw. In a bout that aimed to solidify Sterling's status among the best bantamweights in history, he delivered a spectacular performance. Sterling strategically combined every facet of his skill set, showcasing dominance from the opening bell to the final moments. The culmination came in the second round when Sterling secured a TKO victory over Dillashaw. This emphatic win not only reinforced Sterling's claim as one of the premier fighters in the bantamweight division, but also left no doubt about who stood atop the 135-pound weight class. UFC 288, Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo. In UFC 288 on May 6, 2023, Aljamain Sterling faced the legendary Henry Cejudo. Cejudo, returning from retirement, aimed to reclaim the belt he left after UFC 249. The matchup was intriguing, featuring 2 skilled fighters excelling in grappling and technical prowess on their feet. Throughout the fight, Sterling showcased his skills, setting a relentless pace and utilizing his length advantage for well-timed takedowns. The battle was closely contested, but after 25 minutes of intense action, the judges awarded Sterling the victory. This marked Sterling's 3rd consecutive title defense, solidifying his legacy as the Funk Master in the UFC. UFC 259, Sterling versus Yan. In UFC 259 on March 6, 2021, Aljamain Sterling faced Peter Yan in a significant battle for the UFC bantamweight title. The fight reached a crucial moment in the 4th round, with Yan delivering an illegal knee to Sterling. This resulted in Sterling winning the bout through disqualification at 4:29 of the round, making him the new UFC bantamweight champion. The victory, however, stirred controversy due to the nature of the ending, creating discussions within the MMA community. UFC 273, Sterling versus Yan 2. Sterling's next challenge came at UFC 273 on April 9, 2022, when Aljamain Sterling faced Peter Yan in a highly anticipated rematch for the UFC bantamweight title. The 5-round battle was intense, with both fighters showcasing their skills in striking and grappling. Sterling, the defending champion, displayed resilience and strategic acumen throughout the contest. The fight went the distance, lasting all 5 rounds, and the judges rendered a split decision. In the end, Aljamain Sterling emerged victorious, retaining his UFC bantamweight title.
Champion of the world, Aljamain Sterling.
UFC 292, Sterling versus O'Malley. The story took a turn at UFC 292 on August 19, 2023, when Sterling defended his UFC bantamweight title against Sean O'Malley. Defending his UFC bantamweight title against Sean O'Malley, the outcome surprised many fans. In the second round, just 52 seconds in, Sterling faced a knockout by O'Malley, leading to the loss of his championship belt. The fight showcased the unpredictable nature of mixed martial arts, where outcomes can change swiftly. Despite Sterling's previous victories and title defenses, this particular matchup ended in a way that caught everyone off guard. O'Malley's performance demonstrated the dynamic and competitive landscape of the UFC bantamweight division. While Sterling had enjoyed success in earlier bouts, UFC 292 became a turning point, emphasizing the uncertainties that come with each fight. MMA enthusiasts witnessed a new chapter unfold as O'Malley claimed the victory and Sterling faced the reality of a title loss.
Declare the winner by TKO.
As we reflect on the highs and lows of Aljamain Sterling's journey, here's what we want to know from you. Which fight do you think defined Sterling's legacy the most? And what are your predictions for his future in the UFC? Drop your opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get more videos like this from us. Thanks for watching.